Hey everyone, well, the college football season is over, and now it's time to talk about who should go to the playoffs. And I know that the folks on ESPN have their favorites, CBS Sports has their favorites as well, Fox has its favorites, but here is my list. And my list can be defended numerically better than theirs and yours, unless, of course, you borrow mine. This is in order. Alabama Crimson Tide, number 1. The Oklahoma Sooners, 2. The Stanford Cardinal, number 3. And Clemson, number 4. And here's why. Alabama, among all the teams we're talking about, had the toughest schedule in the country. According to the Prediction Machine Strength of Schedule rankings for college football, was number 5. California, for example, was number 7. Number 1 was Iowa State. Going down the list, we have Oklahoma at 20, Stanford at 17. That's right. If you go up the list, only one other team of the top 17 had a tougher schedule, and that was Alabama, or the ones that we're talking about, the ones that are in contention for a college football playoff. Stanford also won the Pac-12 title. Now, we look at Oklahoma, they're 20th down. And of course, they're done, but they're 20th down. Just 3 notches below Stanford. And have that one loss. But Clemson is, are you ready for this? They're 47th down. That's right, they're 47th toughest schedule in the country. Way down there. That's 27 positions lower than Oklahoma. That's 30 positions lower than Stanford. Clemson's undefeated, so what? But Clemson played, the Wofford Terriers and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Yeah, you're going to remind me that they upset Michigan, some years back, but they're still Appalachian State. Okay? In fact, Clemson started off its season with 2 cupcakes in a row. Michigan State started off its season with the Western Michigan Broncos, then took on Oregon, and then they came home to play the Central Michigan Quadras, or how do you pronounce their name? Excuse me. Let me make sure that I've got that team's name right, just so I'm not disparaging them here. Yes, the Central Michigan Chippewas. The Chippewas. Stanford had 2 losses. If you replaced Stanford's losses with the Central Michigan Chippewas and the Western Michigan Broncos, Stanford would be undefeated. Okay? So that is why I say, again, Alabama, Oklahoma, Stanford, Clemson. That's the reason. That's it. That's it. I mean, you can't make another case that's better. I mean, you might want to talk to me about how you thought, well, let's take Clemson, okay? Yeah, Clemson went undefeated, but aside from the cupcakes, they just got by North Carolina, which I might add had a strength of schedule of 63, okay? 63rd toughest schedule in the country. So Clemson, with the 47th toughest schedule in the country, barely got by the team with the 63rd toughest schedule in the country tonight, Saturday. All right? Barely. In fact, arguably, North Carolina beat itself. So, there you have it. That's my pick. Mine is better than yours. Stanford should be in. And not only that, the Pac-12 really is the toughest conference in the country outside of the SEC. And there should be a way for the SEC and the Pac-12 to play often. It's really sad that we don't see an Alabama-Stanford pairing or a Cal-Georgia pairing on the schedule. I think the country, football fans, are done an enormous disservice by not seeing the Pac 12 take on the SEC.